And then just to sort of end the conversation with today, baseball. Like I said, we talked a little bit about baseball. Baseball's back in action. Um, Paul Skeens, bad first game I saw. Needs to have
Mm.
perfect
Oh yeah.
perfect rest of the games just to be able to average under 2 ERA with how that first game went. Saw a lot of the highlights because I didn't watch that game, but man, their players are just trying to ship him out already because it looked like they weren't even trying that game.
Yeah. That O'Neal Cruz, just like light jog to try to catch
Yeah.
something. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of it wasn't Skeen's fault. He did get hit hard though. Um,
hmm
yeah, no, O'Neal Cruz, he's kind of a disaster in the field. It's been that way for a while. He has an incredible arm,
hmm
but man, he's just one of those players, like high expectations, just not really living
Yeah.
up to it, minus like his rookie year.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that's an interesting one. I feel like a lot of the WBC USA team players have really struggled. Cal
hmm
Raleigh, I think
Yeah.
he's struck out what 7 times in a row to start off the
Yeah.
season. Judge, really rough start until he had a home run.
Yeah.
Um, Obviously Skeens, yeah, players, off that WBC team
Yeah.
struggling, and then a player who was left off of it, Mike Trout, looks like the Mike Trout we saw that we've
Yeah.
all been waiting for to come back. He has been phenomenal to start the year. So,
Yeah.
um, love it, love that.
hmm Yeah, well, we'll see if they could keep it up, that franchise, because they focus on a lot of other things in the game, safety, food. Still waiting to hear about where those surveys came from, but
Yep.
yeah, there's a lot going on. Some of these big names, WBC, like I say, hey, we weren't here, we weren't recording when that was happening, the final. Um, You think teams have to stop giving input of how much players could play during that? Because I think that's why USA probably didn't compete as well in the finals. They got there. Kudos to them, but it seemed like a lot of their players were on pitch counts, play counts, and limited because the MLB was like, nope.
Yeah, no, it's super lame. Tark Skubal is a good example of that, right?
hmm
With his limited innings, he
hmm
pitched what once, I think,
I think
and
once in
that
like,
was it. He wanted to
yeah,
just, yeah, he stuck with the team, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Or he's going
mhm,
back and forth between spring training and with the team.
yeah,
Um, Either you're full in or you're full out.
yeah,
There's got to be zero in between because if you treat it like that, kind of puts a damper on the
mhm,
WBC, and it's kind of disappointing.
mhm,
I think the final was great. I think that the teams were competitive, but it was kind of the USA's tournament to
mhm.
lose, and they found a way to do it. But I agree with you. I think Scooball, limiting. And was there any other players that were pretty limiting? I think there was. I just can't remember them. I'm sure they all were to an extent.
Yeah,
Um, and then Judge was a failure. I was like,
yeah, yeah. Really bad showing from Judge. Just
mhm.
overall, like I say, it was a bad showing for the U.S. But I kept on seeing those reports of MLB teams saying their players can only play a certain amount. And for me, I was like, you can't be doing that for the WBC because, like I said, this is the World Cup of baseball. There's no baseball
Mhm.
in the Olympics, so it's like there's nothing else to look forward to for nations competing. Like I said, the Nation Cup, hockey for their playoffs, they did it and they didn't limit anybody. They didn't say like, oh, these players can't play because we need to keep them healthy for the season. It's like, no, this is what we play for. This is the game. Go do what you if you want to represent your country, do it. So thought it was a disappointment from USA and also just MLB because I was reading and hearing that some of these players weren't getting medical covered or whatever, if they got injured, it was sort of on them, so
Mm,
disappointment.
yep.
Um, or insurance, whatever it is. But I was like, yeah, baseball has to do better.
Yeah, they do. They do. because that's a big time for them to capitalize as well. The
Hmm.
WBC we had what 4 years ago was a ton
Yeah.
of fun. It was great, super involved. Um, this go around still good, but yeah, the kind of certainly put a damper on things, and then
Yeah.
it kind of dominated some topics for a bit too.
Yeah.
When you just kind of want to focus on the talents, but
Yeah.
yeah, that was still good. Yeah, elsewhere in baseball, I mean, like I said earlier, you're giving it, a few more weeks here and then kind of waiting a bit, life takes over.
Hmm.
I'm gonna be the same way, you know. I think that here and there I'm gonna pay attention. The biggest thing will be fantasy baseball keeps me checking. If not, it would be like, I'd glance at it maybe,
Yeah.
for a short period of time. But um it's good to have it back. I feel
Yeah.
what I do like about baseball is it means the days are starting to get longer
Hmm.
and it's less depressing having a
Yeah.
little bit more sun in the day. So uh, that's what I look forward to when baseball starts.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, baseball, like I say, I think we're only most teams have played 4 games, probably like a week and a half in. So a lot more coming with baseball. We'll share highlights of our teams, news of our teams. Like I say, Dodgers. We're the big giants to kill, but like I say, it's funny because I see everybody arguing about a salary cap. Dodgers are spending this, Dodgers are spending that. But man, the Mets spent so much money this season too, and nobody talks about the Mets.
Yeah, no, they're certainly up there in payroll, right? I
Yeah,
think they're second in payroll, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah,
Yeah, spent a ton and hasn't, I mean, like the start um Bichette,
yeah.
not good.
No,
Um, lots of I think he's like 1 for 14 to start off
yeah,
the year. And then like their whatever signing of Louis Robert has paid off. Dude's hit a
yeah,
home run. He's been electric. I think he hit a walk-off grand slam yesterday. Um, yeah, it's funny how that works, but
yeah,
yeah, it's a $250,000. And then Peralta, Freddie Peralta, he's that big
yeah,
pitching signing this offseason, gets shelled first
yeah.
outing. So let's see. Brewers fans, I've seen that they're like, "Oh, we warned you," and I guess they're right.
Yeah. Yeah, so far 2026 Dodgers payroll 395 million, Mets 367, Yankees 324, Phillies 309, Blue Jays 302. They made a bump compared to last year. Like I say, people say we spend last year Dodgers 417, this year 395. We went lower, whereas the Mets 346 last year to 367. They spending more, so it's like don't be talking about spending with us. It's everybody else. Some of these teams just decide not to. Your I saw your Giants 223,
Mm,
you know.
not enough.
Not number 12, somewhere there, but yeah.
Well, still doesn't feel like it.
Yeah.
And I think that's Logan Webb's deal. That was Adamas.
Hmm.
Devers obviously, taking on his contract. That's
Yeah.
a big part of it. Outside of that, we
Yeah.
signed, Bader what to a year, and that's about it.
Yeah. Cra
Ah, man,
crazy to
Giants.
see. I'm looking at this. Last year
Mhm.
Marlins payroll 86 million. This year 76. Spending even less. The Rays
Wow.
96 this year. Guardians 97. That's crazy for the Guardians because
Wow.
they have but they have a lot of rookies actually. So that money is not being spent yet. Young
Yeah,
talent there.
young
Same with
talent.
same with the
Um,
Nationals 105.
and Marlins are 3-1.
Yeah, at 76.
Lowest payroll, 3-1. High, second highest payroll, 3-1. The
Yeah.
Mets. It's great.
Insane.
Wow.
But yeah,
That
baseball
is.
up and running.
It's up and running. Up and running. Get what you can of it this season, because I think the big news is strike shortened season next year.
Yeah.
So, because that's going to be a tough one for them to come to terms with. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. I do think there will be a lot of negotiations. WNBA made it happen though, right? So maybe
Yeah.
MLB can too.
Maybe. We'll see. I don't even know what the WNBA really did. I have to look into it, but I heard that they settled, so I'm curious to read into it more.
Minimum salaries went up quite a bit,
Okay. Oh, nice.
if I'm
That's
not
good.
mistaken. And then I believe housing
Okay.
is provided also.
Okay.
Um, yeah, but I also read an article that Caitlin Clark is making like a hair under 200K. Obviously, this is salary. She's obviously making millions upon
Yeah.
millions with endorsements.
Yeah.
But strictly WNBA salary, Angel Reese is making like almost double. She's making like 300 something. So interesting how that works.
But but
Because
but
hey,
yeah.
rebounds
It's
get you money, I guess. Huh?
rebounds get you money, but I think she demanded it. Whereas Caitlin Clark, I think that's the difference between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese is the Fever have a solid team. Once they're all
Yeah,
healthy, they got three max players there. And I think for Caitlin Clark to maybe decide to take a little less money to keep all three of them there, she might do it because she knows already I'm going to be making so much more in my sponsorships and endorsements that to win a WNBA championship, which is what the goal is for all these women playing in the league, it's what she has to do.
yeah. No, that makes sense. Yeah. Yep. Sacrifice because obviously she's making it up on the back end,
Yeah.
zillion times.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, no, it makes sense.
Yeah.
So WNBA is coming back soon.
Yeah, for sure.